Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Casey. I make book videos and that's going to be the most relevant type of video I make for you because that's what type of video this is. I guess that's not really true because I also make travel vlogs and that's also what this is. In this video, I will be reading Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne. And in the spirit of the Hunger Games, I did all of my reading outdoors in nature. So if you like aesthetic, cozy, outdoor camping vibes, if you like to read, if you are interested in the Hunger Games whatsoever, then sit on down, grab a cup of coffee, and please enjoy my video. Talking to the geese.
So don't mind me, I'm just making my way back to camp. I was trying to come across as friendly and non-threatening. I don't want to talk to a goose.
Emily, how do you make food so good?
I just love cooking. I love cooking for people.
Well, you're really good at it. Good morning, everybody. I haven't done an actual talking update yet since I've started Sunrise on the Reaping, so I just thought since I'm about to finish it, I might as well come in and talk about it for a second. So I'm reading Sunrise on the Reaping, and if for some reason you don't know what this is another installment to the Hunger Games franchise, and this is about Haymitch's story and his games that he competed in the 50th Hunger Games, the second quarter quell. So it's following his story of before the games, leading up to the games, and through the games. And it is so freaking good. I was talking to my mom about it the other day. She read the book as soon as it came out, and she was so excited for me to read it and kept saying she wanted to talk about it. And I've heard a lot of good things. I've seen lots of people loving this book, but I didn't realize that this book is a time machine. I feel like I've been transported to when I read The Hunger Games for the very first time when I was like 11 or 12. Like the feelings are the same, the excitement and the desire to read and know what happens next, and like how absorbed I am in this world of the Hunger Games and Panem and the politics and everything. Like it feels like no time has passed, even though it's been over a decade since I read this series for the first time. This is a series that I've read multiple times. I've read the Hunger Games series probably 3 times. It was my favorite series for forever. So jumping back into this world with something that's completely new. I read the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and it was all right, but I didn't love it, and it made me worried to jump into this one because I thought that I had just grown out of it somehow. Like the story just was old and stale and it just wasn't the same. But then I think about it again and I just think that story was hard to get into because it's kind of following a psychopath, basically. And it's hard to root for that character. Whereas this is about Haymitch, and everybody loves Haymitch. Haymitch is amazing. He's a great character. And just getting to see him in his childhood and getting to be in his head and see how his mind works, it is so interesting. So I'm really, really enjoying this book. I am gonna finish it very, very soon. I'm on page 315 out of, I don't want to spoil, no spoil, 382. I'm gonna go finish this book and probably cry, let's be honest. We all know how this is gonna end. It's official. I have finished Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins, and I may be forever changed. I absolutely loved that book. It was so freaking good. I already went into the teleportation magic that book somehow held within it that brought me back to my younger self. There's nothing else to really go into beyond that. If a book can do that, it deserves the 5-star that it gets, obviously. I will be rereading The Hunger Games very, very soon. This has just reignited my love for that series and for that world and for those characters. I can't wait to dive back in and read everything with a new perspective that I've gained through reading Haymitch's story. It's interesting to read stories like The Hunger Games where it's very heavy, it's very gory, it's very sad, and I didn't cry while reading this book. I thought that I would because it's gonna be sad. The beginning of Haymitch's story doesn't have a happy ending to get him where he is at the start of the Hunger Games series. There's just something about the way the Hunger Games play out with just the whole concept of it, just these games where these children are thrown into an arena and have to murder each other. It kind of numbs you to what's happening throughout the story. The deaths of the characters that you learn to love, they're still sad, but they don't hit the same way because you grow used to it. There is an interesting commentary there that says, if we're not careful, we could easily become a capital. We could easily objectify other people's lives for our entertainment. If anything, we've seen that more over the years as social media has progressed in such a way that, honestly, I could see how we're not that far off. I mean, we have these parasocial relationships with people that we don't even know online because they dress nice or they live a life that we think is interesting, and we strip them down from not even being people but more of an idea that they represent. And I'm not necessarily saying that it's a terrible, bad thing, because this form of consumerism has created a whole new brand of jobs for people all over the world to be able to support themselves. I mean, if you just look at Mr. Beast, I mean, personally, when I watch his videos, I've grown numb to how much money he gives out. It used to be a big deal whenever somebody competes in a game show and they win $1 million, but now Mr. Beast just gives it out left and right, Like somebody wins $500,000 and most of us don't even blink an eye anymore. That's just what happens. That's what he does. And so because of that, Mr. Beast, for example, has to keep going above and beyond to keep his audience entertained. And at what point is it enough? Anyway, these are just interesting thoughts that were stirred up by this book that I loved so very much. 5 stars. I would highly recommend reading it, and I would definitely 100% recommend reading it outside. It definitely fulfills the vibe. Okay, it got too hot, so I had to go cool my phone down. Just to finish and to wrap it up, if you read Sunrise on the Reaping and you liked it or you hated it, you think I'm blowing this thing out of proportion, you think it's overrated, if you think it's criminally underrated, then drop a comment and let me know what you think. I would love to talk to you about it. And yeah, let's keep this conversation going. Thank you for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.